Hi, today on the Harvest is Ready, we're going to learn how to edit our custom stage views for OpenLP. Hi, hope you guys are doing really well. Today on the Harvest is Ready, and in case you don't know, Harvest is Ready, I'm here to help the church with, at the moment, maybe with the media stuff, and also later on to some more updates about the different various ministry activities that I will be getting up to. Now, let's get into today's program. Today we're going to be learning how to edit the custom stage views in OpenLP. Now, I've had various requests about this, and so I've decided to rework the stage view so it's actually a lot easier to edit. And on top of that, if you go over here, as you can see here, if you go to my GitHub page, the stage views are all there. So the reason why I've done it like this, if you've got any problems with the stage views, if you want to make some suggestions of improvements on things that we can change and things that we can improve upon, this is where you can do it. So you can sign into GitHub, and you can put some issues to request feature requests, any problems that you're having. It's going to be a better format to actually solve any of your problems. I've been pretty responsive on the YouTube channel, but I'm a little bit worried that as the channel gets bigger, that we won't be able to keep up to date with all of the issues that are outstanding and everything like that accordingly. So please head over to the GitHub page, download the latest stage view, which has the updates that we're going to be discussing today to make it easier to edit these stage views. Okay, what are custom stage views? Well, custom stage views are quite simply what OpenLP can use to help you display the songs and lyrics in different formats for different uses. The main use for it is for OBS or similar programs like vMix and the like, for the lower thirds to make a transparent overlay. That's the main use. I've also included one particular stage view called, where is it here? It's called Video Background, and that one allows you to be able to, as it says, put a video background in on your particular service accordingly. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing what you want to do is that you want to update the latest the stage views that we've got here from the GitHub account that we've got here. Simply, you can actually go to the code and download the zip file here. Download zip. Okay, can you see it there? You can download zip there. So you can see me moving it there. Download zip. You download it. You go to the data folder of your OpenLP. So let's quickly go over there to remind you where that is. So we go OpenLP. Okay. So you go to OpenLP, go to Tools, you open the data folder, and you will copy the stages folder into here so they all appear in your current data folder. Okay, so with that done, let's go to the next stage. So what we need to do is, once we're doing this, we've got some new folders in here. Okay, we've got font.css, okay, font here, okay, and in here you've got font.css. So when we're editing fonts, it's quite simple. You can choose any font that's on your system, but you do need to copy the font to this directory so that it will appear correctly across any computer that is viewing your stage view. So what you need to do is you need to copy the font that you want to do here, take a note of the name, okay, so we want to I'm going to copy the name here, and we need to update our fonts file in here, so we're going to open that with the text editor. Here, so you can see it there. Fonts file, and we'll cover the top part next, but if we go to the bottom down here where we've got the font face, see here we've got here, this loads the fonts into the custom stage views. For each font you want to create, make a new thing here like this. So quite simply what you're going to be doing is creating, for every new font that you've got in the fonts folder in your data folder for OpenLP, you want to create an entry like this. So you've got one down here. So you've got font face, squiggly opening, squiggly close at the bottom there, The font family is the name that you're going to give it. That's the name you're going to refer in your CSS. That's what you're going to refer to in your CSS. Okay, the CSS file, and you're going to give the source URL. So that's going to be the name of the font that you're putting into it. Like in this case, you also should set the font weight if it's a particular font, making either the style or the font weight accordingly. So here you've got bold because it's a bold font, and here we've also set the font style to italic and the font weight to bold. So you're not going to get too when you use a particular font, it's automatically going to have an italicized bold weight, okay? And it's going to use the correct typeface and accordingly. And I've got a few samples in there that you can use. I download these free from different font sites that have free commercial use licenses. So that's that. And then if we go to the top here, you see here, this is the default here for all of the stage views. Okay, that covers most of them, but not all of them. It covers the Bible, Bible Center, Bible CL, Bible Right, and lower third, but not the new stage. So that will cover the fonts for those particular files. Okay. Now we change the font by using font family, full column, Elio, and on the name of the particular font that we had listed down in here. So whatever font that you want to use, that's the name that you're going to refer to accordingly. Okay, so we'll have a look at that bit later. This is just a quick run through. So you can use any true type font and put them into the fonts folder, add a new font description, and you're able to use them. Okay. Sorry about the coughing. Right, now, what to next? Colors. Okay, let's have a look at the colors. Okay, colors you're doing in here. Okay, the global settings are in the font CSS file as well, and you can in the global settings you've got the color and the text shadow. Those are the only two options that are globally set in the font file. This will keep a consistent look across all of your custom stage views. So here we can set the default font. We can also set the default. Here we're going to do, this is also for the song as well. Okay, so we get for every song title we've got the default style of that, which is again the decoration is underlined, the color is white, and the text shadow is like that. So again, here's some information. So here, song titles usually has an underline, and it's normally aligned to the left, and they have normally color and text shadow. So the main two things you're going to be editing is the color and text shadow. So let's have a look how it looks right now. So let's bring up OpenLP again, and let's okay, we'll do that one, and we want to change the font. It's got the wrong one now. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, let's change that to first. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we've got two lines on every particular slide. There we go. Good, brilliant. Okay, so we've got the slide. We're showing the theme there accordingly. It's got a few lines coming up, and yeah, it looks pretty good. So now let's go to our settings and get our remote URL, which is here, and we're going to use that to have a preview of this particular one. Let's paste, and let's do lower third. Okay, so there we go, we've got it there. Okay, so we can see we've got this all nicely laid out. Okay, and we can let's put this over there. We can change it with the text. There we go, we've got the fade working there nicely. Okay, so there we go, we've got that. Now we want to change the color, so let's go to our font CSS file that we've got here, and we don't need to worry about the song title because it's the lower third, and we're going to change the color to blue. So we can type in blue. Now if you want to use a specific color, you can use the hexadecimal value, RGB value should I say, which is with a hash tag at the front and the six codes that you can go with. Most photo editing programs you can find the RGB value for a particular color. but we're just going to use a standard color, which is blue, and we're going to save that, and then when we reload that particular thing, the font is now blue. Now if we go to another one, we'll find, let's do Bible. Okay, it's in blue as well. Okay, but the heading is not. Okay, so we need to change that up here. So this needs to be blue at the top. Okay, and if we reload, now both are blue. Okay, so there we have it. I should point out the text shadow by default is actually an outline text now, as you can see. Go to this one, you can see a black outline. If I change it to white, it makes it a bit more clearer. So we change that to white. Okay, save, and then we change this back to white as well. Save, and then reload. Okay. See, the default text shadow now is a blurry shadow with an outline black to make it a lot clearer accordingly. Okay, so that is the global settings for changing the colors accordingly. Now, what you may not be aware of is that you can actually, in OpenLP, you can actually set each particular slide. If I go into here, I'll edit, and I want to just, for example, I just want this word to be a particular color. I can add a formatting tag in here, change it to orange. Okay. Now, when I save it, and I'll add that on there now, you see, text in the middle is now orange. So you can either do it inside the theme or do it as a global thing. So with a global thing, that means it applies to every single slide. Now, you notice how it overrides the particular setting. So even if I have everything else in here blue, the text that I've set in the theme and in the particular song is still orange, and that's good to know. Okay, so you can set certain features in your particular slide using the theme itself still. Okay, so it still honors all of those things. Right, now what happens if you don't want a global change, but you just want to change one of the stage views what you want to do? Well, this can all be overridden in the individual stage views slide accordingly. Okay, so just make sure that's right. Yeah, that's good. So if we go to the stage view here, we go back to our files, and let's see, we want to play around with the Bible Center. Okay, so we're going to do this one here. So we're going to look at the CSS, so we're going to drag that over into our file in here, and we can edit this file to affect the Bible Center. So let's just preview that so that we know that it's there. Okay, there you go, Bible verse in the center. I think that's actually a new stage view that I've done. Okay, so we can update this in here. So we can, in the Bible center, we can change the height of this. So we can change that to, say, 2. Okay. Oh, incidentally, this is where you do change the font size. So I'm just going to change it to 1, and I'm going to change it to 2.5, and yeah, I want to change the color. So I'll copy and paste that down here. I want to change that to blue. Okay, save. Now if I reload, the font's a little bit bigger than over there. So the same thing for current slide. I want the font size a little bit bigger, so I'm going to change it to 5. And I'm going to put the color that. And I'm going to change that to red. And I'll reload that. Okay. Now if I go back to this one, it is still the same as the global settings. We have not changed, only this one has changed. So let's run through that. Okay, what I've shown you here is that in the font.css file contains a global configuration. It also sets where you want to do the fonts, and I should actually go through that pretty quickly as well, how to change the font accordingly individually. So if you want a particular font in here, you can set the font name here. So at the moment it is bold, LEO bold, but if we look at our files here and go to the fonts that I've installed into OpenLP, there's fonts. Let's try something. Let's try the Antonio bold. So I'm just going to rename that. So I've got that. Control C. That's the name of the file. Now if I change this one to here, paste. Okay, save. Bring up the Firefox and I reload. You can see the font has now changed. And again, that's the global settings. In the global settings, you can change some of the details here, the text decoration, the colors, for the song title on the current slide. You can change the text shadow, and you can go to here to learn about different type of styles that you can actually implement into your stage views. See here, you've got this one, got this nice glow effect, and we've got the different styles and examples that you can apply. Okay, these things will all work quite fine inside this CSS file. Now that's for the global settings, right? Individually, you can go to each CSS file in each stage view, and you can change the size of the font. Okay, the font size, you can change it. Just these are proportional sizes, so just change them a little bit because it's the percentage of the height and width. The VW means the width, and the VH means height. Okay, so if you see that, so you can change that accordingly. Okay, now before I go, it's not the usual like, comment and subscribes. For my 100 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to be giving away a 1080p capture card. Apparently can do it to 60 frames per second. I've not really tested it, but I've been using it for a while and it's been pretty good. This is a product that I picked up in a store in Hong Kong. It cost me 188 Hong Kong dollars, which if you do the maths at 7.8, you're looking about 23-25 US dollars. Okay? This is going to be my 100 subscriber giveaway. So guys, please, you'll see the video coming up reviewing this particular product, showing you how it works, and you'll give the instructions of how you can be in the draw to win one of these. Okay, I've just got one. It's only a 100 subscriber giveaway, but I want to thank you guys for being a part of this journey. So you'll hear more about that shortly. And as usual, please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you want some more things about what's going on with my ministry life, go over to my Facebook page and like that as well and follow that as well. Okay, till next time, God bless and be empowered by God.